Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Linda, I'm also known as Wool Hobby, and this is vlog 65. Today is September 5th and it is 5:15, almost. And if you are a new viewer, welcome. I'm so glad you found your way to my channel. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome. I'm so happy you are watching again. I have finished objects for you, a new cast on, some other works in progress. So let's start. I'm going to take a sip of water. I hope you have a beverage of your choice. Some crafting. And let's get going. A finished object. I finished my 3 by the Sea socks. And I was just in time to enter them for Summer Sock Camp. Summer Sock Camp is a sock make-along hosted by Kayla of the Crazy Sock Lady, and you basically knit socks. Any sock counts. You don't have to use a certain pattern. You don't have to use sponsor yarn or everything. And this is my pair. I won this yarn in the Make 9 make-along that is hosted by Amy of Noble Character Crafts. And this yarn is 3 by the Sea. And they were high on my to try list. So I'm very happy with how they turned out. It's just a plain vanilla sock with my go-to heel for the moment, with the garter ridges on the left and the right of the heel, a slip stitch heel flap, 72 stitches on needles 2.25, and these fit my feet, but I might give them. We will just have to see. So that's my first finished object. I have another finished object, and that is my unexpected gnome. This is the knit along that Sarah Shira, also known as Imagined Landscapes, hosted because her new book is coming out this month. I have it in pre-order. I hope to receive it soon. And this was a free pattern. I kept up with the clues and as my previous gnomes, I knitted last December. I love this one too. It is so nice and squishy. I did not put any weight in it, but it stands up perfectly. And this will go live with Sven, my son. He got my other gnomes as well, and he really likes them. And he has this kind of seasonal table that he uses to decorate around the seasons, and the gnomes live there. My last finished object is not knitting. I have finished another skein of my combo spin. It is still on my niddy noddy. That's what this is called. And for those of you who don't spin or don't know how a niddy noddy works, I use this tool to measure the length that I spun. So I hold the start in my hand here, and then I'm going over, under, over, under, over, and then I count how many rounds I get from the bobbin. Then I multiply that with 1.5, because this is 1.5 meter, and then I know exactly how much meter it is. So this is 442 meters. this is not the only yarn I have. I already spun several skeins of this. Let's see. And they all are combo spun and have this nice barber pole effect. That is what you call it when you have these colors twisting around each other. So I have a huge amount of this yarn when I'm finished. I think I can make one more skein, but I need a new snare on my spinning wheel. Then I can start spinning the rest of the fiber that I have left, and then this combo spin will be finished. And then I have to decide what I want to make with it. I have been thinking about the Garter Marle sweater by Stephen West, because this yarn makes me think of the yarn that he used to knit it. So I might do that, but I also really like the Gnome pattern. That's a triangular shawl. I'm not particularly a fan of triangular shaped shawls because I like to wear a shawl around my shoulders, and with a triangular shaped shawl you sit on the bottom corner. But I remember that I really loved knitting the Gnome. I've knitted it in the past and I donated it for an auction. I had 2 hand-spun shawls then, and I donated them. I don't know, and they got auctioned. I don't know for how much money, but it was for a fundraiser, so always good. So I will have to see if you have any tips that you say, oh, that's perfect for that yarn. Please leave a comment, because well, you just can't simply scroll all the patterns that are available. So if you have a tip, please let me know. That's it for my finished objects. Now for my works in progress. First of all, there is the sweater scarf. And this is where I was last week. And I had my other stitch marker, this one, the B, somewhere here in the shawl, because I knew that when I had 50 centimeters done from there, that would be my halfway point. And when I reached it, we tried it on Kiersey, and this was exactly the halfway point. So I placed the stitch marker here, and now I am mirroring the beginning of the shawl to the end. And I already did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern repeats, and I have here my stitch markers. These are all a pattern repeat, and then closer to the end the pattern repeat is getting smaller, so the stitch markers are closer to each other, and I have stitch markers in the cuff. So I don't need Kiersey to try it on to finish this, so I can just knit away. She will be going on holiday this Monday, Monday night. She will leave around 2 a.m. She's going to Portugal, and when she comes back, she is going to house and cat sit in Utrecht. So then she won't be here either. There are not much days left before she is leaving to move to Barcelona, and I really want to give this to her when she's leaving. So I'm going to continue knitting on this, and I hope to finish it in time and to record a vlog before she leaves. So that's my sweater scarf. Oh, let's see, I'm going to move my balloon animal stitch marker up. Let's see, where is it here? I'm going to move that up so that we can see if and how much progress I make. Then I have my granny stripe blankets here. I made a huge magic knot ball. I am not crocheting this as is. Yeah, well, I am crocheting in this sequence, of course, but when I get to the magic knot, I undo it and I weave in as I go. I don't trust the magic knots enough to not weave in ends. I would hate it if you have an entire blanket and when you use it or when you wash it, it falls apart. I would absolutely hate that. So, okay, but anyways, I have entered 5 more rows, I think. My stitch marker is here, and I am absolutely loving this crochet. It's close to where I sit, and most of the days during coffee time I just crochet a little on this. I will move the stitch marker up. Let me put it here so that next time we can check if I made any progress on this. And as you can see, different colors will come soon. So that's my granny stripe blanket. Then I have 2 new cast-ons. And the first one is my gnome. Earlier this week, the mystery knit along from Sarah Shira started. She's also doing a big gnome mystery knit along around Christmas, but this is the mystery knit along, someone to write gnome about. And you need something for the nose, beard and hands. You need a color for contrast. This could be a solid or a semi-solid. Variegated was not recommended. And you need a self-striping yarn. This is, let's see, Blue Moon Fiber Arts on their colossal sock base. And this is 10 Lords a-Leaping. I knitted a pair of socks around Christmas with this yarn. This is, by the way, all I have left after clue 1. So if I need this color again, I will see if I still have it, and otherwise I will add another color. This is one of the mystery objects you had to knit. It would be very easy to think this is the nose, but hey, maybe life is just simple. And you had to knit 2 of these little tubes, and you have to keep them on waste yarn. So that's what I did. And now I have to wait for the next clue, but that will drop, let's see, I think tomorrow. Here is the list. The first clue dropped September 3rd, and this was the first clue. The second clue will drop tomorrow, September 6th. Then on Wednesday, September 11th, is clue 3. Monday, September 16th is clue 4. And Friday, September 20th is clue 5. And then you have the time to finish your gnome until October 13th. And then on Monday, October 14th, the prizes will be drawn. I did a super fun interview with Sarah about 2 weeks ago, and I put it online on September 3 or September 4. Well, anyway, earlier this week I put it online. I will enter it as a suggestion for the next video. It was an awesome interview. I prepped 15 questions, but Sarah has so much to tell. So I only asked 4 and I got an answer for 48 questions, I think. But it's really awesome. Go check it out. She is such an enthusiastic designer and knitter, and everything she has to tell about her gnomes and about her knitting. It was great fun to listen to it. So go check it out if you want to. The interview is in English, of course. For the Dutch knitters, I made subtitles. Well, I have them automatically generated, but then I have to go through everything because you just can't trust the automatic generated subtitles. Before you know it, you say the weirdest things. And we wouldn't want that, would we? This is living in my gnome bag, and I can't wait to continue working on that. I have another new cast on, and that is, where is it? My Rocío. Last week I told you about it. This is for Hohi's fall call. You can pick any Hohi Locatelli pattern you want. You have to register up front. So if you are, if this is the first time you hear about Hohi's fall call, I'm sorry. You are too late to enter the 2024 edition. But I registered about 3 weeks ago. And I decided to go for this cardigan with a lace panel on the back, and it closes with just 1 or 2 buttons on the front if you want to. And this cardigan is called Rocío. Last week I was wondering how to pronounce it, Rocío, Rocío, and a friend of mine, well, she could tell me it was Rocío, and it means dewdrops in Spanish. Let's see, it starts with a provisional cast on for the shoulders, and then you immediately start the lace pattern. And the lace pattern is embedded in garter panels. And as you can see, these are the first leaves with the dewdrops here and there and there. And the shoulders are on waste yarn. So when I get to it, I can undo the waste yarn, pick up the stitches, and then continue with the seamless shoulders. I am using my high twist yarn for this, and when I started with my high twist yarn base, I wanted to try it out, and for another design I'm working on, I used this skein. And when I'm doing a swatch, I always knit in the holes, here you see them, 3 and 3, to remember what my needle size was. So this is 3 and 3, so this is the needle size 3.75 millimeters. I don't know what's the equivalent in US. I don't know. But anyways, I returned to this swatch and I was like, oh, I really like the drape of this one. I like the fabric it creates. So I would like to knit my Rocío on 3.75 millimeters. And then I measured to check the gauge and I was blown away. I think this is actually the very, very, very first time I met stitch and row gauge. It was the same as Hohi recommends in the pattern. So that was fun. And I am 0.25 millimeter higher in needles than she is, but that's okay. I like the fabric, I like the drape, so I'm very happy. I don't have to do any math at all. I can just follow the pattern and then I should have a cardigan that fits me. The Hohi Fall Call runs until November 30th, I think. I will probably not finish in time. Who knows? But I'm very happy with the progress so far. I dyed up a new color for this cardigan. My sister is making the same cardigan in the same color because this is a sisterhood colorway. I explained that last week as well, I think. So that's the Rocío. So that's it for my works in progress, what I've been working on last week. I added a page to my web shop, especially for Luna Ster Knit. She is a Dutch designer and she made a beautiful set for the winter, a cowl, fingerless mitts and a hat. And the hat comes in two options. You can fold the brim or you can just make it shorter and leave it as is. And but I sent yarn to Ineke, that's her name, and she used that yarn for her design. So I have a special page on the web shop now where you can check out the colorways. And if you, her pattern is in English, by the way. She also has a YouTube channel that's in Dutch, but she is doing her patterns in English. The pattern is called Harmonic Twist, and for each item in the series you need 1 skein of DK weight yarn, and if you buy 2 on my web shop and you use the code LunaStarKnit2, you get 5% discount, and if you buy 3 and you use the code LunaStarKnit3, you get 10% discount. Go check out her patterns. She is Luna Ster Knit on Ravelry as well. And she launched her patterns on August 29th, my husband's birthday. Furthermore, the Wings of Wonder Mystery Knit Along by Paper Daisy Creations started earlier this week, and the Buds and Blooms Knit Along, that's not a mystery, in the Ravelry group Never Enough Lace, a pattern by Yarnoholic 52 by Deborah, also started earlier this week. I did interviews with both of them. I will link the interview to Sarah at the end of this video, but I will also link the playlist to the interviews, because I have about 5 designers that I interviewed by now, and they are all so much fun. So go check that out if you want to. I think that's it for today. A little shorter vlog, but that's kind of nice, I think. I hope you are all doing well and that you enjoy what you do and what you are working on. And I hope to see you again next time. Until then, happy making. Bye bye.